So on the ice now in 13th place, 21 years of age she is now, trains in Mariposa in Canada. This is Tugba Karademir. She has a lovely style and a great flow across the ice. Good jumps too. Big combination. Triple toe, double loop. That her jump sequence. Oh, what a shame. Left arm was too far back. That was a triple flip. Does get loads of elevation on the jumps. That's the triple salco, combining it with the toe loop. Setting up the triple toe, just doubling out there. Beautiful double axel. Down a bit on the double axel there, worked hard to get the landing out on that. Good girl, there's a salco. Well, all in all, a good performance from Tugba. This the 6th time she's competed at Europeans. 13th she was last year, and that's exactly the same position as she goes into this free program. So she'll be looking to go a couple of places better if she can, and all the skaters around this area trying to break into the top 10. That's the goal for Tugba, and she really did give it her best shot out there. A few mistakes creeping into the program, but more more technical content than we've seen from her in the past. Good combination, jump sequence at the beginning there, really packing in the content. This was a triple flip, just about making the rotation. You can see that left arm right behind her on the landing. Really, really difficult for her to stop the rotation. There's the salto, good check with the left arm so she can get toe loop on the end. And working hard with the spins and presentation of the program. Here's the toe loop, just doubled out on that, really didn't get the weight over the toe, going into it to give her the momentum. But a lot to admire. She seems to have really come into her own over the last couple of seasons. She's had a bit of a rough trip here. Met her at the airport. She was there, but no skates, so she missed the first day. And on her way here, lost her passport as well. So her and her coach, Robert Tebby, had to spend an extra day in Germany. But all sorted out now, and she's come here and performed very, very well indeed. Certainly seems pleased with her day's work. Wonderful expressions. Just 21 years of age. She actually lives in Canada now with her parents, and she's been there since she was 12 years old. So really part of the fixtures and fittings now in that wonderful training center in Canada. Training centre in Barrie, run by Doug Lee. Had a busy season this year. Was 10th in the NHK Trophy in Nagano, and took part in Skate Canada as well, where she was 11th. Also finished 11th in the Carl Schaefer Memorial at the end of last year. So marks coming up now. Personal best 89.84. You can see that on the screen. 45.14, 39.67, the component scores there, down on the transitions through the program. So the segment scores 84.81, and that will give her a total of 131 points exactly. And Tugba goes shooting into the lead ahead of Jenna McCorkill now. So Tugba Karademir for Turkey leads, McCorkill for Great Britain second, and Hagel for Croatia third.
Her total score is 131 points, and she's currently in the first place.
The arena filling up all the time. There's a few spare seats scattered about the place, but really not many at all. A lot of German support here as well. And on the ice now, the 19-year-old from Germany. This is Christian Berger. She goes into this lying in 17th place, just behind Anne-Sophie Calvez from France. We'll see her a little bit later on. Needs a good free here, and that was a good start. She was very impressive in the short program. Oh, tough fall. Setting up for the triple loop. Got it all wrong. Really gave that too much. Good combination. Triple toe, double toe. Right hip drop going into the Salco. double-footed landing on the double axel. Didn't get a lot of height on it. Okay on the double toe. Well, that's a shame. A lot to admire there. She's a beautiful skater, but the timing deserting her a little bit this afternoon. When it was on, it was good. Another skater competing for the first time at Europeans. Never been at the Worlds either. Competed at Junior Worlds 3 times before. Was 14th back in 2001. There you can see that was a tough fall. Double axel, making the 2.5 turns. She's got a lovely deep knee bend, which gives her plenty of time to get that free leg back on the landing of the jumps, and beautiful extension, and has a real feel for the music. See the double-footed landing there? Real lack of conviction and drive through the jump. Good through the footwork, a little bit of a stumble. Did well to stay on her feet there. Just got the weight a bit too far over the front of the skate. Here's setting up the toe loop, and you can see the lean there. Didn't get the weight over the right foot, so it's really, really difficult to get out of that. Into the Lutz, back outside edge with the left foot, plants the right toe in. Just 2 turns here. Right shoulder very high on the way through into that. And how's that for a sit position? Goodness me. And at the axel at the end of the program, you can see the double-footed landing there, and that really because she didn't get enough height into the jump. Karen Stefan, who coaches her in Mannheim. Spent some time in the USA in the summer as well. She really does have a problem with the jumps. It plagues her, the consistency. If she could just get her head around it, she'd do really, really well. Clever girl, studying dentistry in Frankfurt University. It's about an hour away from where she actually does her training on the ice, so spends a lot of the week traveling backwards and forwards, and divides her time between her studies and her sport. So marks coming up now, 29.99, 39.13, 3 deductions for the fall. That's going to hurt her. So it's 66.12 this segment score, and it's going to be 6th place for Christian. She's actually 8th on the afternoon, but 6th place it is behind Christian, her teammate, just ahead of Roxana Lucha. So it's Tugba Karademir leading, Jenna McCorkill 2nd, and Edora Hagel in 3rd place. We've had 10 skaters so far in this ladies free program, and that's the scene. Filling up all the time. The battle for the medals coming up a little bit later on.
Representing Sweden.
So it was a personal best for Christian. Can this young lady do the same? It's another skater that really has to fight for the consistency. Lena Johansson. She's competed at the Europeans before. Here lying in 15th place with the 44.03. Wow, what a start. Beautiful triple flip. Great height and speed into that. Really long pause going into the double axel. She made sure. Now sets up the Lutz. Oh, just doubles out. Combination, triple toe, double toe. Ooh, got it all wrong going into the Salchow. Almost recovered. Really struggling to get everything in before the end of the music. Well, not too bad, but she'd have been looking for a little more than that. Popping a couple of jumps. It was the same story in the short program. She doubled out on the flip in the short and really paid the price for that. In 15th place. There's the Lutz that she popped, just 2 turns in that, looking for the third if she possibly could. She had the height, had the drive and timing going in. It's just sorting it out between the ears for Lena. Really working hard on the spins, getting those levels up. There's triple toe loop, beautiful landing on that, checks the left arm, drives back with the left leg, gets double toe on the end. Salchow. You could see that right from the start there. Body weight just pulling back a little bit too far. Lovely position in the spirals. Although had a little bit of a stutter just round in front of the judges. Look, woo. He's got a little bit too much pressure on that outside edge.
Scores please for Elena Johansson from Sweden.
So, Elena's scores now.
The technical score, please.
So the marks coming up now, and they're not too bad. No deductions in there. 36.1 the technical score. 40.51 is the component score. Again, down on the transitions slightly. And that good enough to put her into second place. Third on the afternoon, but second it is overall for Lena Johansson for Sweden. So she just slots in ahead of Jenna McCorkill. Literally nothing in it, just a couple of tenths of a point between Lena and Jenna. But still Tugba Karademir leading. As we approach the final skater in this second group. She's lying in 16th place, and once more the French, who are having a wonderful championships here, supporting their skater. Here she is, 23 years of age, Anne-Sophie Calvez. She's done everything right on that toe loop. Scrambles a double at the end. Oh dear, all wrong going into the loop. Just a single. Double-footed landing. She's lost the confidence now. That was the attempt at a triple flip. Come on, Anne-Sophie, dig deep now. Good girl. Fighting hard. Triple toe. a double axel. What a fight she's putting up here. Well, that is just staggering. It was a program of two completely different halves. She came out there, had a real confidence problem. Started the program, mistakes all over the place, but after the halfway point, it's as if she put a different head on, and that really was sensational. A lot of fight and courage shown at the end there. This her second time at the Europeans. 11th in 2003 she was, and should have come here really hoping for a top 10 finish. But remember, she's down in 16th place going into this. Just competed in one international this season, and that was the Eric Bompard in Paris, where she finished in 8th place. There she is, setting up that flip at the beginning, and you can see that double-footed landing there, left side not staying in front of her to stop the momentum. Triple toe. She's a very, very powerful skater.
Leider nicht so ein fröhliches Gesicht wie gestern in Kurzform. Was war anders?
Hendryk Schamberger,
ich war heute ziemlich aufgeregt, weil ich ja wusste, dass es um WM-Ticket geht, und dann haben meine Beine gezittert und ich konnte mich da auch noch nicht wieder einfassen und sicher auf den Beinen stehen.
Im Programm hast du noch überlegt, da noch was zu ändern, vielleicht am Ende noch andere Sprünge zu bringen, oder bist du da einfach der Linie weiter gefolgt?
Ich habe dann statt den zweiten drei Wasserhalten gemacht und versucht, Punkte rauszubekommen, aber
she said, I really concentrated on the Salchow and the Lutz. I was thinking of changing that, but Hendryk wishing her all the very best for the future. Yes, it's a dangerous game. When you start thinking about changing things around and the content of the program, you can lose your concentration, lose your rhythm. Of course, the skaters go through these programs over and over and over again to perfect them and get a good rhythm. Very important to stick to your routine. So the marks reflecting the mistakes there: 33.69, 39.46. So that's going to give her a total of 116.96, and it'll be 5th on the afternoon and 5th overall for Anne-Sophie Calvez of France. Quite a big gap there, so we're going to see some other skaters probably slot in around that 5th, 6th spot. Victoria Pavuk now for Hungary, moving down to 6th place. Idora Hegel, it is in 4th for Croatia. So that's the conclusion of the second group, and the situation after 12 skaters, it's Tugba Karademir for Turkey with a good performance leading, then Lena Johansson for Sweden, Jenna McCorkill for Great Britain in 3rd place, great skate from her, well done Jenna, and then Idora Hegel for Croatia in 4th, and Anne-Sophie there slotting down into 5th place. They're the skaters from 7 to 12. The ice is being resurfaced now. Time for us to take a very quick commercial break. Welcome back. On the ice now, the 28-year-old lying in 9th place. It's Alisa Drei from Finland. from her. Triple Lutz. Music, of course, the Warsaw Concerto. Fabulous choice for this European Championships. Looking for the triple-triple combination. Not this time, though. This really is a strong performance from Alisa. Jump sequence just before the spin. Oh yes, triple flip.
Alisa DREI.
Well, what about that? She really gave it absolutely everything. Fabulous performance to get us underway with the penultimate group. We've got 12 skaters in these last two groups. And she came out there with all guns blazing. Remember, goes into this in 9th place. She's competed in the Europeans, well, many times before. The best she's ever done was 7th back in 2003 and 2004. But I think that's one of the best performances that we've seen from Alisa over the years. There's that jump sequence at the beginning, triple salto on the end. Really good flip. Just so strong, working on the spins all the way through the program. Tends to cup up in the knee a little bit when she changes edge, and the judge is looking for you to stay in that sit position. Triple salto there, the left arm went a little bit. That was towards the end of the program, starting to get tired in there. Double axel, forward outside edge, 2.5 turns, hangs on with that bottom toe pick to make that count. Really, really good job. Well, just looking down the skating order while we're waiting for the marks, we've got Tamar Katz for Israel. Remember her from yesterday. She skated an absolute blinder. She's next to go. Then Elena Glebova for Estonia. Then the Russian Elena Sokolova, really disappointed to be in this group. Valentina Marchei, who was fantastic on the warm-up. And last to go in this group is Susanna POYKIO for Finland, another skater who is a real talent and looking in very, very good form indeed. POYKIO lying in 7th place. So here we go, the marks for Alisa, 49.52, 43.60 the component score, gives her a total of 93.12, and that will put her into the lead. It's first place on the afternoon and in the lead overall for Alisa Drei from Finland. So Drei leading, Karademir second, and Johansson now third. Well, let's hope that performance sets the tone for the afternoon. Well, our next skater was a real surprise for me yesterday, and I've got to say she looked very, very good out on the warm-up for this group. Just 18 years of age, first time in the European Championships for her. There, Galina Zmskaya looking on. This is 18-year-old Tamar Katz from Israel. Music from the soundtrack of the movie The Wizard of Oz. Like it, triple loop. On the attempt at the Lutz there. Well, just a little all over the place at the end of that. But a real demonstration of what she can do. A few too many mistakes creeping into the program. But she showed us here that she's got some talent, all right. And you may have heard Nikki and I talking about how cosmopolitan this sport has got now. There's an attempt at the Lutz, just opened out on that. This young lady lives and trains in the United States, actually born in Dallas, Texas. But due to her heritage, here representing Israel. Runner-up in the Golden Spin in Zagreb at the end of last year. Really strange performance. That's the sort of quality that she's capable of. A little bit tight on that double axel, didn't get a lot of elevation, but kept the speed. That's important if you want to combine the jump. Keep the first one long and low. Maintain as much speed as you can so you can carry that through the second jump. She did that well. Beautiful position in the spirals, changing edge too. Really is a fabulous position. So strong. Well, her basic skating skills, very good indeed. There she is going for the flip, doubled it. Struggling to get double toe on the end. That was towards the end of the program. Started to look a little tired and things got just a bit ragged. But again, you know, first time in European Championships. The experience is phenomenal for her. 11th place going into this. It would be amazing if she could finish in a top 10 place. Not sure that performance will be good enough for that. Just to remind you, it's Alisa DREI for Finland leading, Tugba KARADEMIR for Turkey in second, Lena Johansson in third, and Britain's Jenna McCorkill in 4th place as we stand at the moment. All the skaters in these final two groups, the top 12 after the short program, and all the medal contenders going in the final group. We've got Sarah MEIER, who's leading after the short program. Carolina KOSTNER just behind her. There's literally nothing in it. 3/100ths of a point, and then Elene GEDEVANISHVILI in third. So marks coming up now, and these marks good enough for third place. It's actually 4th on the afternoon, but 3rd overall for Tamar Katz. So she's now splits Tugba and Lena. So now Alisa DREI leading, Tugba second, Tamar third, and Lena 4th. And they're pleased with that. It really is a splendid effort. It's been a good championships for her, there's no doubt about it. She'll remember her week in Poland. 10 more skaters to go, so at worst she's going to finish in 13th place. Deep breaths for our next skater, just 17 years of age. 3rd time for her in the European Championships. This, if she can maintain this sort of performance level, will be the best result for her. She's lying in 10th place, 15th last year. Elena Glebova. And her music, Freddie Mercury's Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, didn't get the lift on that. That was a triple Lutz. 1 point deduction. Much better. she certainly put that fall behind her. Salchow and the double axel. Yes, double axel triple toe loop. Goodness me, really packing in the content in these closing stages. Well, what a fighter this girl is. Unbelievable. Makes a mistake on the very first jump of the program, put it right to the back of her mind. It was as if it never happened. Now, any young skaters watching this, you can really take a leaf out of her book. That is how to approach the program. If you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. Just carry on, focus on the next jump. Well, there's a look at that Lutz. Took a tumble there. Just so strong when she gets it right. There's a Salchow. Beautifully over that right foot. Could hold those landing positions a little bit longer. Some very good spins. Really fast and well centered. Still needs to work on the line of the spirals a little more and get a bit more variation in there. Now this was a massive combination right at the end of the program. Double axel, triple toe loop. Remember, after the halfway point, there's a 1/10 of a point extra for anything that you put in, and they're trying it again. She was in the final minute at that point, and even looking for a double toe on the end. Didn't cleanly land it, but she rotated it, and that's the key thing. And they're hopping to try and keep her weight on the right foot. Don't put that left foot down. I love that. Showed real courage. Well, she comes from a skating family. Her brother, Ilya, is competing pair skating and currently competing at junior international level. Anna Levandi there. Well, she's Levandi now, formerly Anna Kodrashova, silver medalist in the Worlds in '84, and four-time European bronze medalist. Remember her, 84 and 86 to 88. So not too bad, the marks. 1 point deduction for the tumble, but it's a segment score of 79.45, and that about a point better than she's ever got before. It's third place. Fourth on the afternoon, but third overall for Elena Glebova.
Her total score is 126.8. She's currently in the third place, and ladies and gentlemen, she has achieved her personal best.
So our next skater, bitterly disappointed to be in this group. She's been in these European Championships 4 times before. 3 times she's finished on the podium. She's going to have to skate her socks off this afternoon if that's to happen here. It's almost an impossibility. Last year's silver medalist. You may remember she won the silver medal first time here in 2003, but currently in 8th place. It is, of course, Elena Sokolova. Can she possibly keep it together? Well, she started off well in the short program, but it was the loop that let her down, just doubled out. Music is Notre Dame de Paris. Double-footed landing at the beginning, triple Lutz. No mistakes today. That was a triple loop. Beautiful. Double axel 2. Well, this is more like it. Sequence of jumps, triple toe, double loop. Good girl. Triple loop in combination will count. What about that? Now the question is, has she left herself too much to do to get a medal again? She always makes it hard work for herself. And it is harsh when you think she's going to look back and think, well, I made one mistake in the whole of the competition, just that loop yesterday. Double-footed on the Lutz at the beginning of this, but it's not going to be too expensive, that, for her. One thing's for sure, she's going to be leading when her marks come up, leading at this stage. She's some 6 points behind Elene Gedevanishvili from Georgia, who's in 3rd place. I can't imagine that she can pull that back, but she gave it her best shot, didn't she? Just got a shot of that double-footed landing on the Lutz. She fought so hard through that program. Beautiful on the double axel. Bit of a question mark over the choreography. Triple salto there. In the warm-up, she fell on that right in front of the judges. But when it mattered this afternoon, just perfect. You may have seen an interview with Gwendal yesterday, and she said, I don't know what happened on that loop. It's usually one of the best jumps for her. But this is much more like it. There's the sequence, triple toe, double loop. Almost running out of room there. Cracking triple loop, double toe. In the closing stages, some good footwork in there. Love the costume and the music. Something the crowd could get right into. Well, she finished 3rd in Russian Nationals. Didn't skate well there. She wasn't in good shape at all. And she hasn't really been in great form all season. 4th in the Cup of Russia. She went to the Cup of China as well. Finished down in 7th place there. So it's not been a good season. That by far and away the best skate for her this year. Maybe she's just getting it together for the forthcoming World Championships. Of course, that taking place in March in Tokyo. And it'll be live on Eurosport. So, the crowd don't like the marks. 90.86 the segment score. She got 116 last year for the free skate alone, but those marks will put her into 2nd place. So in fact she's 2nd on the afternoon as well, so in behind Alisa DREI of Finland, and what is she, nearly, in fact just over 2 points behind Alisa, and ahead of Tugba Karademir by well over 9 points. Now our next skater was skating out of her skin on the warm-up. Let's hope she can hold it together when it really counts. Just really taking her time here before she gets out to perform her free program. She's lying in 12th place. This is Italy's Valentina Marchei. 4th time in the Europeans for her. And this by far and away her best performance so far. Now, it was the Lutz that let her down in the short program. Can she make it here? Indeed she can, and combines it. Almost ran out of room, but you can see the arm aloft on that double toe on the end. And another one. Double axel in combination. impressive. Very, very strong. Loads of ice coverage out there. Just made that. Well, every picture tells a story. What a difference a day makes. That was sensational. Just a brilliant skate there from Valentina Marchei. That's without a doubt her best performance so far in her skating career. Everything in there but the kitchen sink. Currently ranked number 3 in Italy, bronze medalist in Italian nationals this year. Comes from a real sporting family as well. Her father is a 2-time Olympian for Italy, competed in the marathon event in 1980 and 1984. Well, it was the looks that let her down yesterday, and she opened this program with 2 absolute crackers. Love the arm aloft on the double toe loop. In the combinations there, the spins were good, great presentation. She's got so much character, you can't help but get drawn into the program. Needs to work on that running edge coming out of the jumps a little bit. Look at that. Fantastic, what a release of energy at the end there. Well, she trains in Milan and spends some of her time in France as well, in Champigny and Courchevel. Pierre Tront doing some work with her, as well as Cristina Mori. 4th time in the European Championships, 19th last year. She's going to be a lot higher than that here in Poland, there's no doubt about it. She's been in the World Championships a couple of times as well. 23rd both times there, and had a pretty busy season. Skate America, she was 9th place and competed in the Eric Bombard in Paris, where she was 6th. Best result this season so far was a 4th place finish in the Carl Schaefer Memorial Trophy, but this was a sensational performance. Personal best 83.71, which she achieved in Paris the end of last year, and these marks very, very good indeed. 97.85, by far and away her best score ever to date, and these marks will put her into 1st place, no doubt about that. Valentina Marchei for Italy leads by some way now. About 3.5 points out in front of Alisa DREI. Sokolova down in 3rd place. We've still got one more skater in this group and then another group to go. the standard in this group, very good indeed, and it's not likely to drop off here. The 24-year-old from Finland on your screen now. She's lying in 7th place, 49.47 her total points. Here's skating to music from the film Munich. This is Susanna POYKIO. Well done, bit of a lean on that flip at the beginning of the combination. Still got the double toe out. Well, that was the jump that let her down yesterday in the short program. Just hung on, triple Lutz. Beautiful double axel. And a triple toe to follow. Girl, beautiful triple toe. Just a beautiful program. She really has the complete package. Wonderful style, beautiful artistry, and technically she's good as well. Now, There were a few mistakes creeping in there. She doubled out on the flip and stepped off a couple of the jumps, but boy oh boy, she worked really, really hard throughout that 4-minute free. There she is setting up that flip at the beginning. A little bit of a lean, dropping that left side a bit. And there's the Lutz really making sure of that outside edge on the way in. She has a strange position in the air, but we're going to go down ringside and catch up with Valentina, our leader.
A great performance today, and what a great improvement in the ranking of this European Championship since last year.
Yeah, but last year was bad year because of the Olympics and I couldn't go there, so I was a little bit sad and disappointed, so I couldn't really express myself. So yeah, I'm really happy. I didn't expect so well. I expected well, but not so well.
And a big difference between Valentina yesterday in the short program and Valentina today for the free.
And that was Valentina in attack. I didn't defend anything. I said to myself, okay, I was the last of my group, so I just had to catch the others and follow the others. I didn't have to lose anything. So that was...
Thank you very much, Valentina, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, certainly. Wholehearted congratulations for Valentina, an absolute stonker of a performance. Interesting to hear her say she didn't really expect to skate that well, but she skated out of her skin and leading at the moment. But can she stave off the challenge of Susanna POYKIO? Susanna going into this in 7th place. Valentina was down in 12th after the short program, so Susanna should lead once we get the marks up. And 45.97 her technical score, 50.58 for the components, no deductions in there, gives her a segment score of 96.55, and that good enough to put her into the lead. So it's second on the afternoon, but first overall for Susanna POYKIO from Finland. So some really good performances in the end of that penultimate group. We've still got 6 ladies to go, and the battle for the medals coming up in a moment. But that's how they stand going into the final group. It's POYKIO leading, then Marchei for Italy, Drei for Finland, Sokolova for Russia there. Further down, 9th place for Jenna McCorkill. You can add 6 places to all of these results, and that likely to be where they will finish at the end of the day. The top 6 still to go, and out on the ice now, warming up. That's how they will go, this final group. Julia Sebestyén will start us off. The European champion from 3 years ago, then Kostner, Kiira KORPI, Sarah MEIER. Sarah leading by the skin of her teeth. It's Carolina KOSTNER who's in 2nd place going into this free. Then Elene GEDEVANISHVILI. She's lying in 3rd at the moment. And then Alexandra IEVLEVA for Russia. She's in 6th. So absolutely nothing between Sarah MEIER and Carolina KOSTNER. 3/100ths of a point split them. And then just about 6 points behind, it's Elene GEDEVANISHVILI. So the battle for the gold likely to be between MEIER and KOSTNER. It's going to be a battle royal, that's for sure. Welcome back. It's pretty deafening here in the Torwar arena. Fantastic atmosphere. And we've got a chance now to go down ringside and talk to Elena Sokolova.
Today that's more like you, and finally this loop came up.
Yeah, I'm absolutely happy about my looks. I did it twice. So yeah, I skate much more better than during this season, and I hope for the Worlds will be really me.
So you're already thinking about Worlds now?
We need to think about it, of course. It's only 2 months.
During the program, we could see that it was getting better and better, and you were really skating your best. Did you need some time to get into this competition?
Yeah, it's for sure like that, because you know sometimes competition is more giving you expression for just and move and move. That's of course a really serious reason.
We were a little bit question mark about the marks, you know.
Not only me was shocked a little bit, but the public too. And sometimes when I understand that I skate here not for the medals already, so I skate for them and they like it.
Thank you very much, Elena.
Well, great to see her take it on the chin like that. Yeah, it certainly was a very, very good performance. And the judge is not going with her really, but she's put it behind her and already thinking about the Worlds. That's good news. So that's the lineup for this final group. Julia Sebestyeń will be first to go, the champion from 2004. She goes into this lying in 4th place. She's less than a point behind Elene Gedevanishvili, who's 5th to go in the group. With a real battle between Carolina KOSTNER, who's in 2nd place, and she'll be 2nd to go, and this lady, Sarah MEIER, leading by the skin of her teeth. Never been on the podium in the European Championships. 4th last year. She was 5th back in 2001. There the coaches on ringside, just giving as much encouragement as they possibly can to the skaters. Carolina KOSTNER there, looking very composed. Michael Hood, who coaches her in Oberstdorf, Germany. So ready to get underway with this final group. The medals decided now. Over the next 50 minutes or so, we'll know where the European title is going to go. The last medals of these European Figure Skating Championships for 2007. Well, she's been on the podium twice before. Bronze medal in 2003 and the champion of 2004. Since then, she's really struggled to find that sort of form. What version of Julia Sebestyeń do we have on the ice this afternoon? The music autumnal. Well, she's a brilliant technician if she can hold it together. Not a good start. Sequence of jumps, only double salcho at the beginning. She was looking for a triple. That's a big one, just stepping off the triple Lutz. doubled out on the flip. Timing's all over the place. Good goal. That's the double axel. She's got a minute to go. Oh dear. Well, we've seen it before, haven't we? Just can't hold it together on the big stage. Since that victory, what, 3 years ago in these championships, she's never ever been able to put together that sort of performance again. And it's such a pity. There's that combination at the beginning of the program, just bottling out of that. And that's what it is. It's something between the ears. Such a shame. Technically, she's fantastic. If you watch her on the practice sessions, she jumps as high as any of the skaters out there. Really can attack the jumps, and there you can see the left side just gone back too early and timing completely wrong. I'm sure that she has a large team of people helping her back home in Hungary. She's changed coaches, formerly, remember, with Andras Saras. He was the guy that took her to that European gold medal. Now with Gergen Vadnyanyan, choreographer of the program, Nina Petrenko. Works in America as well, in the low season, training out in Newington in the USA, and does most of her training in Budapest. These marks, I think, are going to really hurt. Remember, it's Poykio leading, Marchei for Italy second, Drei for Finland in third, and Sokolova for Russia in fourth at the moment. Where will they put Julia Sebestyén? And I've got to say, I do feel she was treated quite lightly in the short program. She was lucky to get into this final group. She goes in to the free lying in fourth place, but 34.58, 47.6. The component scores only 82.18, and that will put her into fifth place. Again, they've treated her kindly, sixth on the afternoon. But it's fifth place in behind Elena Sokolova for Julia Sebestyén, just ahead of Tugba Karademir. Poor old Julia, close to tears there. Now, it's virtually a tie for first place. 3/100ths of a point separating them, which is nothing. Lying in second, last year's bronze medalist. There, a deep breath from Michael Hutt. The skater, 19-year-old Carolina KOSTNER. And the music from the film Memories of a Geisha. Wow, what a combination. Triple flip, triple toe, double loop. Carolina's on fire. Triple lutz, double toe. Ooh, off axis on the loop, but she got it back. Triple flip number 2. This is sensational. Clean on the double axel. There's the triple sow before that.
Wow. Could it be gold for Carolina? Well, we'll know in the next 20 minutes or so. That was a masterful performance. It wasn't clean, and that could be crucial. But she's thrown down the gauntlet now. The pressure is on. Brilliant performance from the 19-year-old from Bolzano in Italy. Well, Italy have never won the gold medal here. And in fact, they've only won the silver medal once before, and that was back in 1972 when Rita Trapanese finished second in behind Trixie Schuber. Well, she couldn't have given that any more. Really, really worked hard, kept her focus, maintained her concentration all the way through the program. Just that one error, but a beautiful program. And we have to say as well, congratulations to Michael Hood, who has prepared her for this so well. We've seen in the past how difficult it is for her to handle the pressure on the big stage. She was 12th in the World Championships last year, and all that pressure in Turin, you remember, for the Olympics, could only manage a 9th place finish. Virtually fell to pieces in the free program there, but not today, none of it. She wants that gold medal. Well, she's sure to finish on the podium, but what colour medal will she take home to Italy with her? Well, Michael's having a tremendous championships. Of course, he's the coach of Thomas Werner, already a medalist here. Here we go then. It's going to be first place, there's no doubt about that. And the technical score, very good indeed. 57.62, 114.33. That's a new personal best for Carolina as well on the free. 174.79, new personal best overall as well. Brilliant performance. The judge is going with her. She now sets the pace. Confirmation, Carolina KOSTNER for Italy, leading. We've got 4 skaters to go. A new personal best, and you can't ask more than that, can you? So KOSTNER leads, Poykio second, Marchei third. So lying in 5th place going into this free. Representing Finland, she's 18 years of age. Skating to Fantasia by Andrew Lloyd Webber. This is Kiira KORPI.
can skate clean. She stands a real chance of getting on the podium. She's only a point behind Elene GEDEVANISHVILI in third place. Oh dear, double loop. That's more like it. Triple lutz, double toe, double loop. Got it all wrong on the flip. She's getting it together now. That was the Salchow. Oh, just steps out of the axle. Well, she is a beautiful skater, there's no doubt about that, and it's a joy to watch her. But it wasn't good enough today, and she'll know that in her heart of hearts. There was a real opportunity of a medal for her, and I think that has probably gone. I can't imagine, looking at the form of GEDEVANISHVILI, that she's going to make that amount of mistakes. The technical score just won't be there. It was a beautiful program, the spins were nice, but pressure is a funny thing, and I think it had got to her. Here's the loop at the beginning. You can see there almost did a single and then thought better of it. She had the lift and was able to get another turn in there. There's the Lutz, double toe on the end. We've got a chance now to go ringside and catch up with Carolina KOSTNER, our leader.
Carolina, Du bist bei den letzten 3 Europameisterschaften als eine der Favoriten angereist. In diesem Jahr wegen deiner Verletzung nicht unbedingt.
In the last Europeans, you started as a favorite, but due to your injuries, that's not the case this time.
Die Erfahrung vom letzten Jahr an den Olympischen Spielen.
She said she thinks the key for her today was the experience that she gained last year. She said that helped her a lot today. The big competitors are coming now. Are you going to sit down and watch this? She says, well, it depends if I'm busy in the mix zone here, but obviously I'd love to watch the rest of the competition.
Möchte ich auch ihr Programm mal sehen. Ich habe noch keine Ahnung, was
she said all of the other girls are really, really nice and competitive.
Alles Gute.
And she doesn't know what this year will bring. And well, it's going to bring a medal, I'm pretty sure. But what colour will it be? And she couldn't have given that any more at all. Three skaters to go. Beautiful shots. Well, just that shot at the end of the program, you realize that it's more than just a program, isn't it? When Kiira's out there, she's almost at one with the music, has a wonderful feel for the music and the attitude. It's just lovely to watch. Well, they're not bad. The component scores are going to help her. 46.79 on the technical score. The program components are going to keep her up there. 50.56. Transitions, she's just getting over 6 on that. And skating skills, obviously, 6.32. She can skate. So 97.35 the segment score, and that's going to keep her right up there. She's in second place at this stage. Kiira Korpi for Finland, just ahead of her teammate Susanna POYKIO and behind KOSTNER. Here we go then. In the next 4 minutes, we'll know more than likely where this gold medal is going to go. The cowbells are ringing. She's never been on the podium at the European Championships. Got close though, was 4th last year. Really taking her time, 22 years of age. Competed in these championships many, many times. A wealth of experience. The music for her free program is going to be Pride and Prejudice. And these words are important. She's never been in this situation. Switzerland's Sarah MEIER now. The leader by 3 100ths. I wonder if she watched KOSTNER's performance. Very much doubt it. Now, can she keep it together? This could be the biggest day, skating day, of her career so far. Oh yes, triple lutz, double toe, double loop. Triple flip, double toe.
Just steps out of the looks. Beautiful double axel out of nowhere. Boy, she's working hard. Goodness me. Well, it's not going to be good enough for gold, that's for sure. They want her on the podium. They've come to support their girl. And she gave it everything through that 4 minutes. I just think the pressure got to her a little bit there. Now, Switzerland have only won the gold medal at the European Championships once, and that was back in 1981 in Innsbruck. And the winner was Denise Bielmann. They've won the bronze medal a couple of times, never won a silver. It was Bielmann who won the bronze medal for them in 79, and Karen Eaton, who also won it in 73 when it took place in Cologne. So only 3 medals for Switzerland in the history of the European Championships. Has Sarah MEIER here done enough to stay on the podium? And I think she probably did enough in the short program, because she has got herself into a situation where she's 7 points clear of Julia Sebestyén, who didn't skate well. Korpi as well, about 7 points behind. So she's almost guaranteed a medal. And at the moment, I would think she's going to go into second place, in behind Kostner. Remember, Kostner's got a total score of 174.79. In second at the moment, it's Kiira Korpi on 151.19. Now Sarah here, I'm almost certain will slot in between those two. Boy, did she fight out there. Eva Fair, who coaches her. And Mark Pepperday also has a hand in keeping Sarah on the straight and narrow. And it was good to see him here. A couple of days ago, he came up and had a chat with Nikki and I. Haven't seen him for about 20 years. So here we go. Where will they put Sarah? 53.65, the technical score, not too bad. The components are good, 57.14. That gives her a segment score of 110.79, and that will put her into second place. It's second place for Sarah MEIER on the afternoon, and second overall. So they're seeing that in the arena now. Carolina KOSTNER leading, Sarah MEIER second, Kiira KORPI in third place. We've got 2 skaters to go, and it's all hugs and kisses backstage. Carolina KOSTNER, she's going to be the European champion, and that's Thomas Werner giving his congratulations. Of course, she trains alongside Thomas in Oberstdorf. Now, second time in the European Championships for this young lady, just 17 years of age. She burst onto the scene last year, 5th place. She goes into this free, lying in third, a real chance of hanging on to that as well. This is Elene Gedevanishvili. Flamenco Fantasia, the music. She's a real powerhouse. Here's the Lutz. Good elevation. Left foot very low on the landing. Oh dear, down on the triple flip. Could be costly. Now she's got to put it behind her. Oh dear, it's all slipping away. Singled out the axle. Just hanging on to the double axle. Good girl. There's the toe loop. And the salto. She's getting it back together. dear. Well, it would have been a first medal for Georgia. Pretty sure that's not going to get her on the podium. What a shame. But her time will come. You sense it, don't you? She's only 17. 5th last year, first time in. And then the season seemed to fall apart a little bit after that. See the double-footed landing there? That's a real indication of a lack of confidence at the beginning of the program. Didn't get the lift on that. Just popping the axle. And technically not enough in the program. So it could be that our medals are set now, with Kostner, Meier and Korpi for Finland. Finland have only won one medal before, silver, and that was by Susanna POYKIO a couple of years ago. We've still got one skater to go though, remember, Alexandra IEVLEVA, and she is about 4 points behind Gedevanishvili. And Kiira has a 3.5 point margin over her as well. So trying to do the maths here, but it's possible that the 1, 2, 3 could be Italy, Switzerland and Finland, unless IEVLEVA has something to say about it in the next 6 or 7 minutes. Lovely personality, coached by Elena Sokolova, and just taking it all in. It's a big learning curve for her, and you may have heard on our interview with Carolina KOSTNER, she's saying that the experience that she gained last year really helped her to hold it all together here this afternoon. And I can tell you, looking down on the scoreboard, 36-22 the technical score, there was just not enough in there. She's got a 1 point deduction for the tumble, and that's going to have her in 8th place. So she's 9th on the afternoon, but 8th place for Elena, in behind Sokolova and just ahead of Julia Sebestyén. And she shakes her head and bitter disappointment. It's not what she came here for, and she had hopes of a medal, particularly after that performance in the short program yesterday. So it's Kostner, Meier, Korpi, one skater to go. And there she is. She's 19 years of age, the runner-up in the Russian National Championships this year. Skating to Harem by Sarah Brightman. This is Alexandra IEVLEVA. First senior international competition for her. Can she hold it together here for 4 minutes? Good start. Triple loop, manages to get double toe loop on. Not much of a running edge there. That's the toe loop. Got it wrong on the Salco. she really dug deep into that loop. Very deep in the knee bend. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in, really. Double axel. Dear, under-rotated on the triple salto, no way out of that one. Now looking for a double axel. Whoa, just about, needs it in combination, double toe. Oh dear, well it's not been a vintage ladies competition, that's for sure, with the exception of the performance from Carolina KOSTNER. Muted applause for Alexandra IEVLEVA of Russia. In her heart she must know that that's probably not going to be enough. She needs to beat Korpi by 3.5 points to get a medal. She knows how important it is to keep getting that technical score up. You can see her working really, really hard on the jumps, even when the landings weren't as good as they might have been. Real deep knee bend into the loop. Really grounded out. A lack of running edge, and there's the double axel. Just feel that even if she landed all the jumps, the quality of the program really not good enough. Now this is going to come down to the wire, really. What was the quality of the or the level of the spins for Korpi compared to Alexandra's, the levels of the footwork. Just amazing spins there, tremendous positions. Susanna Goromova, of course the coach of Arina Slutskaya. Good girl, good to see you smiling. Now, here we go. Remember, it's KOSTNER, MEIER, Korpi. That's the top three. Korpi's total score, 151.19. Hold her breath. Oof. They've dropped her like a stone. Technical score 33.89. Component score 43.82. She's got a deduction for the tumble, 76.71 the total score, and that will have her in 11th place. In fact, 14th on the afternoon, but it's 11th overall for Alexandra IEVLEVA. She puts her head in her lap. She knew it was coming. I think we all did, really. Well, she gets a personal best by virtue of the fact that it's the first time she's competed with this system at a senior event. And that's how they stand, the final standings of the 2007 European Figure Skating Championships here in Warsaw. Carolina KOSTNER for Italy wins the gold. Sarah MEIER for Switzerland, the silver. And Kiira KORPI for Finland taking the bronze medal. Not a vintage event. Elene GEDEVANISHVILI there, down in 8th place. Bit of disappointment for her. Remember, she went into the free lying in 3rd place. Julia SEBESTYEN, former champion, in 9th there. Jenna McCorkill for Great Britain, 15th place for her. So very well done, Jenna. Good result ahead of Idora Hegel. And Anne-Sophie Calves for France in 17th place. Pavuk, she'll be disappointed to be down there in 18th place. And then the two German girls locked together in 19th and 20th. That's the top 24 out of 38 that started the competition, remember. So live in the stadium, Carolina KOSTNER, the European champion.
Did you like the atmosphere in the venue?
Yes, I loved it, and thank you all of you for cheering for me.
Bardzo dziękuję wszystkim za kopii. Podoba mi się atmosfera na Torwarze. I'm going to stay in the first position for 7 years like Elena Sokolova.
I would love to.
Oczywiście chciałabym, tak samo jak i wielka prezydentniczka Elena Sokolova 7 razy zdobyć tytuł mistrzyni Europy. Thank you very much.
Quite a tough question. Would she like to stay European champion for 7 years? Of course she would. Well, she's a rare talent. There, the bronze medalist, Kiira KORPI for Finland. Didn't have a great skate, and after the performance, well, I didn't think that she'd done enough to get on the podium. But the girls not really handling the pressure that well. There's another one of the jumps that went wrong, but she kept on fighting all the way through. Still getting into combinations towards the end of the program, and at the end of the day, that's what counted. Ended up being almost 5 points. In fact, almost 15 points ahead of her nearest rival. Fantastic spins, beautiful program. So we've got a chance now to have a chat with the champion.
Ich denke, man kann es sagen, ein Läufer kommt noch, aber du wirst Europameisterin werden hier in Warschau.
Hendryk says you're European champion now.
Die Weltmeisterschaften kommen, 2 Monate. Was erwartet dich da?
But the World Championships are coming up soon. What do you think will be there for you?
Japanische Mannschaft und eine super starke amerikanische.
She thinks that it's a very, very tough competition. It's a tough field of competitors there.
Ich bin da eigentlich ganz relaxed. Ich fahre jetzt erstmal.
I'm very relaxed and can go back home and enjoy herself, go back to Oberstdorf, try and relax and prepare. And at the Junior World Championships in Oberstdorf, she can really be relaxed.
Zu Europa sprechen. Europa hört dir zu, egal in welcher Sprache. Sag was. Schick Grüße.
So normally, you give a gift to somebody who wins the European Championships, and we're going to give you a gift at Eurosport. What do you want to say to your friends? And she says thanks to her family for supporting her all these years. And I knew you were as nervous as I was back home watching this, and I feel absolutely speechless right now. Full of emotions, a wonderful moment. And now say something to our Italian viewers.
Gute Vorbereitung und am besten keine Verletzung mehr und
and Hendryk saying
bei der Weltmeisterschaft.
Thanks very much, enjoy the rest and keep injury free, and once again congratulations for a fabulous performance. Well, we're just about ready to get underway with the presentations of the medals here. And if you fancy seeing some live figure skating back home in the UK, you could do worse than going to the Sheffield Arena, February the 10th and 11th, Art on Ice. And live music there by Chris de Burr, and I hear that Mr. Plashenko may even be there, so definitely worth having a look at that. We've got another interview coming up for you now.
Sarah, you had it. Everything was perfect on practice during the short program, just tonight, little mistakes.
Yeah, I know it was not like I imagined it to be tonight. So, of course, I'm not really absolutely happy. It could have been better, but, well, we will see. I lost the first place, but it was close, so I should have done everything to stay in first place, and I didn't do so.
What made the difference? What was different today than yesterday?
Well, there were more jumps in the long than the short program, and I must say I was getting really tired. I don't know by the end, but I don't want to give this as an excuse. I'm just like the double salchows. Maybe it's not too bad, but I'm a little bit like it. I'm mad about the last spin because I couldn't end really the performance, and that was a break in the performance. So. But well, it was not too bad. I think tomorrow or in some days I will be happy.
Did you see Carolina skated before you? Did it put more pressure on you?
No, I didn't see her, but I knew that I saw her score, or I heard the score. I knew that she skated very well, but it was actually very good for me because I knew that I really had to do everything to beat her. I didn't do it, but I think it was good that I knew that she really skated well, and so now she deserves to win. I think she will win.
You want to say something to all the Swiss fans who are here tonight to cheer for you?
Yeah, it's really great that they came, because I know Stefan is not here, and so they were really upset because they came here to see him, but now I'm really glad that I got so much support.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for talking to us here, Sarah. We obviously recorded that a little bit earlier. And there she is, Sarah MEIER. Silver medal for Switzerland. Carolina KOSTNER at the top of the podium. Full of emotion.
First, and winner of the bronze medal, Kiira KORPI FIN.
And there she is. It wasn't a great performance. You heard her say that herself, but enough to win the bronze medal. Kiira KORPI for Finland. Finland on the podium again. Yes, this is just the second medal for Finland. And this new generation of Finnish stars getting Finland on the medals table. Lovely.
Well, as with the men's event, it's great to see three skaters on the podium, absolutely thrilled to be in each position. So here's our presentation party, and it's led by Mr. David Dorr, the Vice President of the International Skating Union. And you wonder how many times the gold medal is going to go around the neck of Carolina KOSTNER. Could this be the start of a trend? Well, Sarah MEIER wouldn't like to think so. She's going to have something to say about it in the future, there's no doubt about that. She wants gold, you heard her say that here on Eurosport. And there, the bronze medal. A bit of a surprise, but she'll take it. Kiira KORPI for Finland. And a good afternoon for the Finnish team. Her teammate Susanna POYKIO finishing in 4th place. The president of the Polish Figure Skating Association, Zenon Dagiel, presenting the flowers here and giving his congratulations to the medal winners. And we should give our congratulations to both the International Skating Union and to the organizing committee here in Poland. It's been a wonderful event, really well organized, absolutely no problems at all, and even the intricacies of getting the podium out and getting ready for the presentations, which sometimes has taken quite a while. They've really got their act together and been very efficient indeed. Maria Miller, the referee for the event, she gives her congratulations, and their technical controller, Sissy Crick. And there it is. Gold for Italy, silver for Switzerland, bronze for Finland. The second gold medal for Switzerland. The first one since 1981 in Innsbruck. Great to see her singing on the podium there. So Italy win the gold in the European Championships at last in the ladies event, and fitting it's Carolina KOSTNER at the top of the podium. Tremendous athlete. A fantastic afternoon. Hope you've enjoyed it here on Eurosport. From myself, Chris Howarth. Cheerio.